This morning I was going through my closet looking for something to make a video off of. I almost lost hope until I found this old PC on my floor. Looks pretty old compared to the one that I have right now. So I thought, well, hey, what if I compare the components between my new PC and my old PC? As you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I found one of my oldest PCs inside of my closet, and in today's videos we're going to take a look at the peripherals and the components and see if they're compatible with my new PC. During this video we're going to look up the schematics of the PC and we're going to compare them to my new components on my actual PC. Alright, now that we have the intro out of the way, we're going to open up this PC and take a look at it. Alrighty, so now we're going to open up this PC and take a look at its components. Open up these screws. Get the right screwdriver.
Good, I'm so proud of you.
This is crazy. Alright guys, so I'm sure you guys can clearly tell, the screws on here are very chipped. These screws have been through, they've been through a lot, to say the least. Alright, get the second screw off. I don't even know if I can get this screw out. It's like, it's such an old screw. Finally, we got that screw out. That screw was a nightmare. Alright, so now that we got the two screws off, we're gonna open up the case. Alright, there it is. As you guys can see, this computer has a lot of older components in comparison to the new gen products. This is an ancient motherboard. It has 4 different RAM slots. It has a very old fan and coolant on it. There's the intake in there. Where's the release fan? Oh, is this it right here? I think that's the release fan. Alright, so now we're gonna take off the fan and the coolant and check out the CPU. Take out the fan, unplug the cable. And now for the big reveal. Alrighty guys, so this is the CPU coolant and fan. This is I believe this is the Lenovo AVC fan. This fan looks very weird, not gonna lie. The thermal compound on there is very old, it looks like. It's pretty hard too, that's a pretty bad thing. To say the least though, this fan looks in pretty decent shape. So without further ado, let's head over to the next component. So the next component we will be removing is the computer's hard drive. Okay, so we don't need any more screwdrivers for right now, so we can just pretty much just unplug the hard drive like so. And there we have it. Alrighty guys, so the next component is the Seagate Barracuda hard drive. This hard drive holds 500 gigabytes of storage and is very good for low-end PCs like the one that we're reviewing today. The firmware on it is KC47 and the RPM amount is around 7200. And make sure you guys are staying till the end of this video so I can review the components on my current PC and this old PC that we're reviewing today. For the next component of the old PC, we're going to be removing the 2 memory slots. For the next 2 components and the last 2 components we'll be reviewing for this old PC is the 2 memory slots. These are both DDR3 memory slots and both contain 4 gigabytes of RAM. Now compared to my actual PC, I have 32 gigabytes of RAM in there. So if you do the math, that's 4 sets of 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. Now for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, we're going to be testing out the compatibility between the old PC components and my current PC components. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're going to first review the CPU of each PC. So as I was making this video, I found out that both of the PCs have the same exact CPU. So that might make them more comparable to each other. I don't know why the i7-3700 isn't showing up, but we will figure it out. Okay, there we go. Intel Core i9-3770. Do the same thing on the other side. i7-3770. So as you guys can tell, obviously since they're the same exact CPU, both of them result in the same exact network speed, memory, the effective speed, 1st through 8 core, all the memory, and the market share. Without further ado, we're gonna head over to the GPU. Okay, so now we're gonna compare both GPUs. For the GPU for the first PC is gonna be from my current PC. We're going to be putting the RX 580 22048 SP. All right, so now that we have both of the GPUs up on the screen, we're gonna review both of them. All right, so as it looks, the speed rank, the RX 580 takes the lead with 551.6% effective speed, and with the GTX 550, 8.61% speed. With the average score, the lighting is 65.2 FPS, the GTX has 9.84, and so on and so forth under the average scores. For the overclocked score, it reaches over 72 FPS for the RX 580, and for the GTX 550 Ti, it caps out at 10.7 FPS, which is clearly a big difference. It is plus 4.35% of a difference. The reflection is 66 and 17, the render 68, 16, gravity is 81 and 12. The game frames for each games like CSGO and League of Legends, 146 FPS and 55 FPS for the GTX 550 Ti. It's a little weird because the GTX 550 Ti is more expensive than the RX 580, and even though it gives less results than the 580. And the average bench of both components, for the RX 580 it comes out to 51.6, and the GTX 550 Ti comes out at an average bench of 8.61%. Alrighty guys, so that's gonna be the end of the video for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a lot of clattering and moving around to get this PC out, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been JB Menace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.